Hi Cancer, welcome to Yellow Cardinal Tarot with me. My name is Carol. This is your mid-month July 2024 reading, Cancer. And in today's reading, we're going to start off by looking at what situation you're sitting in. And it could be an issue you're dealing with, could be a decision you have to make, could be a struggle, could be a pattern that's showing up in your life. And you've seen it before and you can't figure out, like, why is this happening? And then in the second part of the reading, I'm going to look at what is sitting in your shadow that's driving or impacting this particular situation. Now, so we're going to be doing some shadow work. And if you're unfamiliar with the word shadow or shadow work, or even if you might think you could use a little bit more information on it, I have left a video for you that I've done, and I put it in my description box. It's taken from my other channel called Carol Cares, and it is a video about facing your own shadow. It's called My 4-Step Powerful Guide to Shadow Work, and it's a compilation of everything that I have learned on my own intensive healing shadow work journey in the last 7 years to heal my own complex trauma. And so I think it'd be worthwhile for you to look at it if you think that, you might need some more information. Our shadow is what is having the biggest impact on everything that's going on in our life, especially with relationships. So it's so important that we heal this. And then once we find out what's coming up in your shadow that needs healing, I'm going to ask some guidance from the tarot in part 3. Just to get you going, just to get you to start to look at this and how you're going to heal it. And then in the end, I'll also recommend a video, again, from Carol Cares that is more specific to what you need to do to heal once we see what the tarot says. And yeah, so let's begin. I'm going to be using the Tarot Grand Luxe. Pull out some cards from that for our top row, and then clarifiers from the Rider-Waite deck. So I pretty much shuffled these offline, so they're good to go. I want to, if you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you. This is Yellow Cardinal Tarot is 8 months old this month. So it's a fairly new channel. It's amazing how fast it goes. So it is growing. And if you're coming back, if you've subscribed already, thank you for watching my videos. I do want you to let me know below if this resonates for you. If you're new to my channel, say hi. Tell me how you found me, maybe, or, I'm interested in knowing that. And also, there have been some individuals who have emailed me to ask me if I do personal readings. And I was not really keen on doing them at first, only because I wanted to get my channel set up. But now I'm ready because these emails tell me that, okay, it's kind of a sign from the universe saying, okay, I think you're ready, Carol, to do some readings here. So in about a week or so, I'm going to be putting up a little video on this channel, and I'll let you know about, give you the link so you can go head off to a website where you're going to be able to pick one and order one. And it'll be a pre-recorded video for you. You don't have to be there. And it'll be up on my YouTube channel for your private reading only. Unless you give the link to somebody else, and it just stays up there until, my channel's up. So, yeah, and I'll send that to you. So, and it'll be a discount, I think, for the first couple weeks that I've put it, because it's the first time that I'm offering it. So you can look for that. So let's get started with your reading. I want to know what situation, issue, Cancer's dealing with this month. So, Carol, if you can give me one card, please. One card. You have the Ace of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Cups in reverse. What's coming up from Cancer's shadow that is really impacting this situation that Cancer's sitting in right now? You have the Fool in reverse, Major Arcana here, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Really like this deck. Beautiful. And finally, here we're going to look at some advice from the tarot. I'm going to turn this around. Some advice from the tarot, please. One card. And it is the High Priestess, another major arcana in reverse. Now, let's go clarify these. Can you give me some more information, please, about this Ace of Cups in reverse? Okay, so Ace of Cups in reverse, please. Okay, maybe one or two more. Okay. Okay, so for your Ace of Cups, you got an Ace of Wands in reverse. You have the King of Cups in reverse and the Six of Pentacles upright here. How about this Fool and this Knight of Cups? Can you give me some more information on these two cards that are sitting in the shadow? Couple more. I'm having to work hard for your cards today, Cancer. That's okay. The Seven of Cups in reverse and the Three of Wands in reverse. And this High Priestess, please. Clarifiers, tell me more about this card. Yeah, okay. Oh, here we go. We have the Tower in reverse. And two more. Okay, the Two of Cups. I'm going to keep that here just for one. If I need more, I can clarify it with another deck. So, let's get started, Cancer. What situation are you dealing with? Well, you start off with the Ace of Cups and it's in reverse. Now, normally this card, Ace, any Ace, is an offer from the universe. And it's a gift. And we're really asked to accept it and take it. Now that means that the Ace of Cups is just a new way of feeling, or it's an opportunity to feel again. And there is a resistance to taking that cup. Oftentimes we have fear that is blocking us from going inwards into our body and feeling these emotions that need to be felt in order to heal. And so you're sitting in a place now of where you're really resisting, and like I said, it could be fear. You're really resisting feeling your emotions. And let's look at, let's get some more clarifiers here. You also have an Ace of Wands, which is fascinating. So I can kind of understand what's going on here, because the Ace of Wands, is about our creativity, our authenticity. It's about taking a step in the direction, usually putting ourselves first in a new direction, somewhere we want to go. Maybe you know what it is. It's a general reading. So it's something you want to do. You've been thinking about it for a while. It's something you want to do, and you want to take that step, but you're obviously feeling blocked here. And the universe is saying, like, here you go. Here's another gift. Here's an offer for you to take this step. So the universe has your back. But there's a real resistance here to feeling oftentimes when we're ready to take this new step for ourselves. Boy, we can really get caught up in our emotions and we just kind of block them. Because there is a king here that's sitting right behind this Ace of Wands here. And it doesn't surprise me that because you're blocked so much here, there's a big resistance here. It doesn't surprise me that a king has shown up, because the king in my deck is our ego self. It's a masculine part of ourself. And we all have a masculine and a feminine side. And this has nothing to do with gender. But it's the masculine side of us, the ego side of us, that wants nothing to do with our emotions. Because our ego self is petrified, absolutely petrified to touch emotions. It just wants status quo. It doesn't want anything to do with authenticity, getting into feeling your feelings and healing, and it doesn't want any of that stuff. And so maybe you're hearing some things in your head about, it just does not want, and so it's blocked. That's what's blocking you, is your ego self from feeling, right? But there's this new direction that I can't ignore here. This Ace of Wands, I'm still seeing this here going, this has something to do with a direction you want to take your life in. And then this explains it to me, the Six of Pentacles here. This is the card. This is number 6, first of all. We have to look at what the number 6 means. 6 has a duality. Every single card in this deck, that's a 6. There's 4 of them. They all have a duality. There's 2 sides to them. So if you look at this card, you can see this individual balancing out, measuring out the coins to these beggars. And this individual is going to only give what the worth these beggars say they're worth. So if one says, I want 3 coins, he's going to give him 3. That's all he wants. And so this is very much a card of, giving and receiving. Those are the 2 duality aspects to this one. And it's like you're going to receive what you feel that you're worth, or you're only going to give out what you think you're worth, right, to people, or what you think they're worth. And it can work 2 ways. And so this is a card of self-worth here. And so I'm seeing here that you have something that you want to do for yourself, a new direction. And you have these feelings of self-worth. So your self-esteem is coming up here. And you're feeling like, maybe you're hearing things like you don't deserve this, or you can't do this, or it's not possible you can do this. I don't know what you're hearing, but you're shutting off those feelings of self-worth. You're not willing to look at, where's this coming from? Where this message of not being good enough, of self-worth coming from? So let's look in your shadow right now, because that's what's going to be driving this. We don't realize it, but it all comes from our shadow. And so you have the Fool card in reverse, and then you have the Knight of Cups right behind it. So the Fool card in reverse speaks to me of, it's very much, being able to take that leap of faith and trusting that the universe has your back. Now this is in your shadow. So this is something that would have happened or come up to you in your childhood, from your adolescence. And so there's a part of you that had the innocence of a child. All of us did, right? All of us had that innocence, or not afraid to try things. Just took that leap of faith, and watch kids and how they play and how they take those leaps of faith. And I mean, there are some kids that are hesitant for sure, but it's how that was dealt with their parents. And so there is really a loss here of, because that's in reverse here. I see that in your shadow there's something that happened, or where you lost that childlike innocence, or that childlike trust, faith, to just take that leap of faith and trust that the universe has your back. You don't have that. And so now when you're being asked to do this, when there's something that you want to do for yourself, and sometimes it could be something you've been thinking about, oh, I can't wait till this happens, I'm going to do this. And then when it finally comes up and you're ready to do it, you freeze, you panic. And so you don't have that trust. There's the trust here that was lost, to trust in the universe. And right behind it here, you have this freedom, this Knight of Cups. Knights in my deck are an adolescent part of us. And it can, and if you think of an adolescent nowadays or whenever, they want to be free. They want to be free, and we all have that in us. We just want to be free. And this is the Cups. So this is like this adolescent, this part of us that wants to be free, to have authentic relationships, wants to be free to desire, to want, right? And so I think here, when you're younger, you lost that ability to believe that you could have this. You could have this. And the freedom to just be able to feel like, I can have this, I can get what I want, I can have whatever I want, I can do whatever I want. And so let's look at the clarifiers here. Well, the Knight of Pentacles is right below it here. And sorry, the King of Pentacles, I knew I was saying it wrong. And again, here's this ego self here, and the King of Pentacles, this one, this masculine side, this part of our masculine side talks about the pentacle, talks about the body, talks about our self-worth. Talks about our self-worth, talks about everything to do with our self-worth. And so there's definitely a pattern here that something happened to you where you didn't feel like you deserved, I'm going to say that, you didn't feel like you deserved certain things, and that comes with our self-worth. You didn't deserve to have certain things, and that can come from our caregivers, people that would tell us we don't deserve things, or that we're ungrateful, or we're greedy, or things like that, where you just start to get those ideas in your head that, I don't deserve this. I'm hearing I don't deserve this. And here's this individual in the Seven of Cups, the next card that comes up. And this is somebody that's looking at all these beautiful things on offer, very much distracted by all the shiny things out there. But that's in reverse. And so again, that whole thing about you don't deserve to have any of this. You don't deserve to have good things in your life. And then the Three of Wands is in reverse. And the Three of Wands is, I haven't forgotten about the Ace over here. That direction you want to go into. Here's the Three. The Three is when you have a plan to take your life in the direction you want to go into. You have a plan now, right? And this is what the Three is, but it's in reverse here. And so all of these are reversals here in your shadow. Every single card is reversed in your shadow. So that really tells me that it's like you came up when you were younger, there was like, no, you can't do this. No, you're not allowed to do this. And it sounds to me like it was something happened here where you felt like you just didn't deserve these things. And now when this is coming up for you, it's right there. You can taste it. There's something that's here for you that you want to do for yourself. No, you don't deserve it. So how can you start to heal this? This feeling of unworthiness. The High Priestess card comes in, she's in reverse. And that's understandable, because the High Priestess is a major arcana card. And the High Priestess is like a universal force here. So she's half of the feminine energy in the major arcana. There's the Empress and there's the High Priestess. And the High Priestess talks about this higher wisdom that we all have, this inner guidance that we all have. It's not something we go out and buy. It's not something that, you can get up from out here. It's not talking about this higher wisdom. She's talking about your inner guidance, your intuition, and she's the feminine side, right? The feminine energy. And we get to our intuition because our intuition is a feminine characteristic, and every single person on this planet has it. And we get it by getting back into your body, out of your head, and grounding and getting back into your body and getting still, and taking some time out and feeling and listening to her guidance, because it's going to tell you that you can go, and you'll feel it and where you're going. There's a tower moment here that's coming up here. And I'm going to say it's not upright. It's in reverse. I'm going to say to you, I wasn't sure. I'm going to be honest with you. When I dealt this and I got the tower moment here at the end and I went, shit. I'm in my head. I'm like, what's that going to mean? What am I going to say? So I just let it go. Because, it always comes to me when I get to it. And it just got to me right now. Watch me forget it. I'm going to say for you that just the act of you deciding to feel again, and you do that by getting back into your body, grounding yourself, getting still, and making the conscious decision to say, I'm going to feel this unworthiness. I'm going to heal this unworthiness, is going to feel like, for you, an incredible tower moment. A tower moment is a huge, huge transformation. It's like something happens to you where everything in your life changes. And the fact that it's in reverse tells me it's not going to be like this huge baseball back to the head, because it's like you are bringing in this tower moment for yourself. You are bringing in this change for yourself. And that's why it's going to be huge for you. And the last card's beautiful, and I don't have to pull any more cards after this one. You have the Two of Cups. Another cup, you see. Here's your Ace of Cups that you started off with. The one that you have resistance to going to. And then you get the Two. So how is this what's this going to lead to? Well, the Two of Cups speaks about these two individuals right here. They're sharing their cups, sharing their feelings, sharing their love, sharing their intimacy. But this isn't something that's saying you're going to go out and you're going to meet your lover, or you're going to meet this person that's going to save you. That's not what I'm saying here. This card says you're going to meet you. You're going to be on your way to meeting you and finding out who you are, right? Because right now, the you that you think you are feels so unworthy about themselves. But if you only knew what comes after that tower and what's underneath all that unworthiness, I mean, you would sign up for it right now, but you don't know. We don't know. This journey's 2020 hindsight. We just don't know. But we have to have the trust. Here's the trust. Here's the Fool. We got to trust. We got to get back to that childhood innocence and trust. Take that leap of faith and trust that you're going to get there. You're going to go inwards and you're going to start to feel that unworthiness. You're going to start to sit with it. And it's going to probably bring up some grief for you, because that child of yours, you did get a page, didn't you? Fool you. Did you get a page? No, you didn't get a page. But there's an inner child of you in there that is carrying some of your unworthiness that needs to grieve. Needs to grieve all of this. So, Cancer, wow. I'm going to leave you with a playlist on, there's 2 videos on grounding. I'm going to teach you how to get back into your body so that you can start to feel some of this unworthiness, you know. We run away from our emotions, but that's how we heal. And that's what's going to get you moving into that direction you need to move into. I'll teach you how to ground yourself. And then I'm also going to leave you with your reading for July 2024. And I'll see you in August.